The problem is that we have too many betas and not enough beta testers around. Hit the like button because the blue-haired poison toads with rings in their noses are trying to argue against the economics of the world's oldest profession. And for some reason, I don't think that's gonna work because welcome to freedom and capitalism. And when it comes to video games, we all know that jiggle physics adds just another layer to the tapestry of what is supposed to be a great video game. You can call this Sweet Baby Ink Not Detected because Stellar Blade is for adults who like playing video games with one hand, if you catch my drift, which leaves the leftist ones out. Unless anyone can find me a mature leftist, because when feminists are calling boycotts for a video game, it's actually a seal of approval that means the game is a must buy. And I know, can you believe it, a game where a woman actually looks like a woman and not like the Gulak person that was a meme online. I mean, that is enough to trigger people. Wow, what a discovery. The average gamer wants a female protagonist that doesn't look like a truck driver for a change. But that is kind of the point. They want the modern beauty standard to look like Mary Jane from Spider-Man 2. Because attractive women are not allowed in video games because they're terrified of something like Stellar Blade. If it's a massive success, they can't just pass it off as an anomaly. These publishers will finally have to rediscover things that actually work. Get a hot chick in your game and you will make money. Gee, who would have thunk that making a game that actually delivers on entertainment rather than wokeness would be a winner? I wonder how long it will take them to figure that out. Because the way things are going, AAA games will never try to make these kind of characters. They would rather choose to go bankrupt instead. Just look at the Suicide Squad game. That complete and utter diabolical critical failure was imbued with politics and just downright disrespect for its target audience. And it completely bombed. It's crazy to think an entire industry hates its customers, but here we are. Aren't you just happy? Now, I just read one of the dumbest and most embarrassingly cringe criticisms from none other than IGN, the Ignorant Gamers Network, the one place on the internet known for such its incredible journalism. In their review for Stellar Blade, they said it's not new and other games have chosen to highlight the strengths of their female characters, but where Bayonetta stands out with an iconic character design, or 2B from Nier Automata inspires an entire generation of cosplayers, Eve from Stellar Blade is just bland. A doll sexualized by someone who has never seen a woman. How can Bayonetta and 2B be okay for being sexualized but Eve isn't? That makes zero sense. I tell you what, these soy boys and feminists can be so exhausting sometimes. They can't even follow their own criteria. Imagine being a baguette-eating French frog from France and saying, it's a big issue to have pretty women in this game. Wow, that is the definition of first world problems. It looks like IGN might be too upset about Stellar Blade that they can't even see their own hypocrisy. Maybe, just maybe, they should focus on a fair review instead. You know, it's stuff like this that just cements my theory that social media is the modern equivalent of a Pandora's box. Now that we've opened it, there is no way to shut off the stupidity from the clout pipeline. And by the way, can I just say, it's empowering for women to take off their clothes on OnlyFans, but it's misogynistic for imaginary video game characters to be scantily clad. Make that make sense. Look, the bottom line is this. Stellar Blade has a good, interesting protagonist, check. It has jiggle physics and a lot of cake physics too, check. Zero censorship, check. Fun gameplay, check. Addictive combat, check. And no paywall DLC bull and no political gender, check. Check. And one thing is for sure, this is definitely not coming out on Xbox because Phil Spencer doesn't want beautiful ladies on the Xbox platform. And if the woke is bitching, then I'm buying too bad. And on that bombshell, Manic's out.